everybody. We are at Hollywood Studios today.
We are. We are super excited about this video today. We're going to be taking you along to find some extinct but not forgotten things that you can find here at Hollywood Studios, kind of a nod to the past.
That's right. I'm ready for our scavenger hunt. What about you?
I am so excited for today.
Let's go do this.
So our first stop for our extinct attractions and events at Hollywood Studios is actually not an event, not an attraction, but instead it's the name. As many of you might know, Disney Hollywood Studios had a name before it was Hollywood Studios. It was Disney MGM Studios. So you're going to find that little hint of a nod to the past here, not too far from in front of the Chinese theater. There is this statue of this man with this old television camera. And if you look down at the front of this statue, you're going to see a little plaque. And looky there, guys, at the top of that plaque, there is our little nod to the past, Disney MGM Studios. Hey, we wanted to show you another extinct but not yet forgotten little nod to the past here at Hollywood Studios. And that nod to the past actually took place here at the Voyage of the Little Mermaid before it was Voyage of the Little Mermaid. P.S. Voyage of the Little Mermaid still not open since COVID. We're hoping that it will open up again soon. But that nod to the past is...
It was called Here Come the Muppets, and here's a look at that marquee that used to sit right here in this place. So Here Come the Muppets was a live stage show where people would dress up in costume and perform as the Muppets in a live stage show. But that show, like I said, is come and gone, but you can still find a piece of that show here on property. So if you head over to the Muppet store, which is across from Muppets 3D, you can find a piece from that show here on property. So when you would go in to watch the show, before you would enter, you would see a stage set or a piece of the Muppet Mayhem Band that would greet you there. But you can find that same piece still in the store. So if you go over there and you look in the store, you can find that same piece. We're going to take you over there and show you where you would find that piece. Unfortunately, the store is closed, but we're going to show you exactly where that would be. So when that store opens, you can find it for yourself.
So we are here at the exit to Muppet Vision 3D. And as you're leaving the exit, right here behind us, you will find the Muppet store. Now this Muppet store has not been open since pre-COVID. Sad. Hopefully it'll be opening up again soon, but we wanted to share.
Yeah, so there's a really lot of cool things inside this Muppet store. But in here, one of those cool things is that statue that we talked about that used to be in Here Come the Muppets. And you can find that in here. So once this gets open, hopefully soon, fingers crossed,
yes,
head in there, check out that Muppet Mayhem statue inside here. So another extinct event that we're going to talk about today is the Star of the Day. So even though this event is gone, there are still remnants of it here at Hollywood Studios, and we're going to show you one of those here in just a minute.
Yeah, so basically Star of the Day would be similar to kind of like what a cavalcade is nowadays, like similar in style, where they would pick two celebrities or stars in that time period, and they would jaunt down like convertible style seating, like a parade. So I've just got a picture there to share with you. So as an example of what it would look like, and then they would drive down this main drag, and they would end here at the Chinese theater. And once they got there, it would be like this grand event where then they would take their hands and they would do like their handprints, or like I saw R2-D2's little robot prints, whatnot, and do that special like Hollywood kind of event there.
That's right, and that lasted from 1989 to 1992 when it finally came to an end. And Annette Funicelli, one of the original Masketeers, was actually the first one to do it in 1989. So it's a really cool event. People could call kind of ahead, find out who the stars were going to be, and kind of plan their trip around it. So it was a really big thing that happened here at Hollywood Studios. Unfortunately, it is gone, but it's not forgotten. There are still some remnants, like we said, and we'll take you up and show you those in front of the Chinese Theater. So let's go and check those out. So right down here at the foot of the Chinese Theater, formerly the Great Movie Ride, now Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, is where you'll find those hand and footprints and signatures. So right here is Warren Beatty. Go over here, there's Jerry Lewis. Some other famous ones here. We got Kermit the Frog and Jim Henson. There's Bob Hope. There's the famous Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse, Pee Wee Herman. So lots of awesome names you can come here and check out, and signatures and handprints. So I advise you to come up here and check it out sometime when you get a chance. All right, so this next one is not necessarily an attraction or necessarily an event, but it's a distinct character. And there are still pieces, though, all over Hollywood Studios that you can find to help you remember this gone but yet not forgotten character here at Hollywood Studios.
So if you are a fan of this 1988 movie as much as we are, you're going to recognize this clip that we're going to show you.
What dames? Don't think I'm the only one for me. You'll see. We'll ride them up this tiddling picadillo. We're gonna be happy again. You got that? Happy. T-P-I.
So just like in that clip we saw, right here above Hollywood and Vine, we see that silhouette of Roger Rabbit busting through the window right at Eddie Valiant's detective agency. Really cool. So there we have that remembrance of Roger Rabbit. Even though he's no longer a part of our Disney theme parks, we still have a little remembrance of him right here at Hollywood Studios. And there's one other little piece, remembrance of Roger Rabbit that we have, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. And here is that second piece of remembrance of Roger Rabbit that we have, the Maroon Studios sign. So this is right above the Frozen Coca-Cola connections. So that Maroon Studios sign, that famous Maroon Studios that puts together all the Roger Rabbit films, the Baby Herman films, and the Jessica Rabbit films. Maroon Studios, that make-believe studio that produces those great hits. Our final extinct attraction slash event is really more of the park icon. So if you remember back when the park first opened, it was all about the Eiffel Tower. You can remember that when you come here and visit the park. That thing was big, it was epic, it was on all of the programming, it was on all of the trash cans, it was everywhere. Everybody remembered the park for the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, so it's a giant water tower with the Mickey ears on it. So I've got a picture of it there for you. So you could see it really well from pretty much anywhere in the park, but you could see it really, really well if you took like a backlot tour and went on that attraction. You could see it really well then. So that is no longer here. It stopped
2016
in 2016 is when they brought it down. But in its place, they built kind of like Toy Story Land. But there is a nod to the Eiffel Tower here in Toy Story Land. So we're going to show that to you now. So right before you board onto Slinky Dog Dash, you're going to see this mural drawing of the amazing roller coaster Slinky Dog Dash. And if you look really close, up into the top right corner, you're going to see a hidden Mickey right here. Okay? And then if you look a little bit further down, so there's a hidden Mickey in the clouds, you're also going to see this little water tower looking thing in the Army camp. Well, hello, Eiffel Tower. Could this be a nod to the Eiffel Tower? I sure think so. So like we mentioned, this is right in the area where the Eiffel Tower used to stand. So I love it, and I love that little nod.
All right, so our day here at Hollywood Studios has come to an end. It's a little bit raining now as our day is coming to an end, but we have been able to check out some extinct things here around the park. But fortunately, we haven't completely lost those things. There are some things around the park that we've seen that help us remember those things.
Yep, it's good to have a nod to the past, good to remember the things that we've treasured in our hearts on past trips and with past loved ones, so it's
definitely. Yeah. I love new things, but I love to remember the old things as well.
Nostalgia is important.
That's right.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, we will
see you real soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.